Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tim, and welcome to a Thursday night stream. It's more Hand of Fate night. I'm so excited. I wasn't really sure at the end of Tuesday's stream what we would play. I knew it would be something, and I knew it would be something fun. And in my heart, I think we always knew it was going to be more Hand of Fate too. Because this game is absolutely incredible, and with all the stuff that they've added in with the new DLC, holy crap, has it added a second life to this game that already added a second life to the original. So, well, we would be on second life squared at this point? 4 lives? Yeah. So, I am excited to jump back in. I can't wait to continue playing where we left off. And if I'm not mistaken, without any further adventures to play, at this point, we're stuck unlocking things in endless mode. Which there are brand new adventures to find in endless mode too, so this should be pretty fun. We have ourselves the brand new companion to play with.
It
The
seems
Shadow.
your standards are lower than I had feared.
If we would even choose the orphan to take. But, let's see. Shadow Strike. When activated, Velas performs a series of powerful strikes. While his Brimstone ability causes stun, he returns to Blood Madness. What? While Brimstone, his ability causes stun, and he returns to Madness. Shadow Walker. From camp, he reveals 2 encounter cards, but lose your companion for 3 turns. Ooh. That's fun and fancy-free. And then sacrifice life at a camp, or knock down enemies to feed your companion and gain a bonus next combat. Interesting. So if we grab a whole bunch of stuff that gains knockdown components, we can potentially feed our ally and make him even stronger the whole
Time
way.
alone does not resolve all ills. You need attention, learning, to turn
Well-
the experience into wisdom.
As we know, endless mode starts off the same way every time. Adventure beckons. We set foot upon the open road and begin our journey into the unknown. And the ravages of time begin to sear our damage, which means the weapon damage and equipment defense degrade every time we're in combat, and my max life decreases every time we are greater than 100. So when your max life is greater than 100, damage in combat may reduce max life. And also fame fades over time. Go back to earlier, you disagree. You don't think it was quite perfect. I think Alien Isolation had a bit too much dead time, or had too many shooter elements. You know, I can see that. I can absolutely see that. And we encounter the old maiden, of course, and she grants us 1 boon of some extra supplies, and, well, I tend to take the supplies because food is way better than gold or life around here. It tends to sustain you for longer. And we arrive at the capital on a fine sunny morning, milling around the crowd of citizens, beggars, traders, and cutthroats as the city begins to stir to life. We wander the streets and taverns in search of news or rumors of adventure and
Choose
glory.
quickly. The
And we
game
find
is eternal, but it
2
does not have to
wonderful,
be sluggish.
wonderful adventures to go on. Lost to Grief, which would pit us against powerful Corrupted. Expect to encounter their kind upon our journey. For success, we gain 15 gold. For failure, there is only death. Easy peasy. And then Assassins at Court. Combat against powerful thieves. Expect to encounter their kind along the journey. It restores 60% of life at the end, or failure is only death. Now, I would tend to agree. Even though Lost to Grief is less points, less difficulty, that gold reward, though, it's only 15 gold. But it's still some gold. So I'll take it. A young woman approaches you, her cheeks stained with tears. My father, in his grief, has joined a cult. They've promised they can reunite him with our mother, but she's gone and cannot return. You seek out the cult and agree to rescue the girl's father. She marks the location of their enclave on your map.
These trials offer you a chance to make your play more difficult.
Now then,
in
let's see what
exchange
fun
for
we can
further
add to our
rewards.
adventure. So in addition to our journey itself, we can add on different trials that will mean we have to accomplish certain secondary goals along the way in order to make our route even more profitable. There is a gold ransom here. The gold ransom has us to deliver, wait a minute, inspect, Discard 20 gold at the end of the current adventure to succeed, and then it restores 55 life for success. There's Supply Wagon, where we have to deliver 12 food for exchange for 15 fame, and for a failure, we lose 30 gold. Ugh. And then Carnival of Slaughter, where we must deliver 2 weapons at the end of the adventure, and for our success, we gain 18 food. Now, for failure, we lose 1 blessing. I don't know. Failure on that just means we lose a blessing, and if we don't have a blessing, then it's not really much of a penalty, is it? Choices. I really don't want to give up my food, and I really don't want to give up my gold. So I think I'm only going to take the 1 trial. But yeah, we will take it. A rowdy group of young noblemen approach as you leave a disreputable tavern. Mercenary, one of them calls. We need weapons. None of that standard issue rubbish. So we need to provide 2 weapons at the end of the adventure. Something that can light a man on fire, another youth adds. Or to make corpses explode, a third cuts in. You know the sort. Can you supply them for us? We'll need them by the first night of the Carnival of Slaughter so we can enter the arena battles. We like to spill blood like the mighty Callus, and none will stand before us. They begin a lively chant involving bloodshed and glory. You agree to the task as they continue on their way to the tavern. And we look over our supplies and begin our preparation
Of course,
for
the
our
true
adventure.
skill here comes from building
Let's see.
with an
Arm wrestling
incomplete
allows us to
selection of
gain
tools.
gold. And there is a shard to gain from that. Blacksmith allows us to upgrade defense. Bitter Winter lets us trade food to gain food later. Desert Trek adds a ton of stuff to the map. And Ordeal by Iron does potentially grant us some goodies. So I think we'll take those 2. Steagle Pumpkin allows us to gain any Cave of Wonders. Ooh, a great artifact. Estrella's Unusual Contract, upgrade equipment. But it has an artifact requirement. Stirring the mire is always nice, although I have to get a certain amount of dice roll in order to get the equipment. And the underneath allows me to gain any in exchange for food. Yeah, we'll go with the Steagle Pumpkin. I agree, Noble. At the end of the day, whatever gets me damn weapons. The Lord's Diadem does have a stun blast for Corrupted. That's nice. The Tactician's Buckler. Gladiator's Visage. Draw 1 food gain card in any combat in which you take less than 15 damage. And first time you complete a combat unharmed, you gain a blessing. It's not bad. Cutthroat Blades. That would be nice to hand over at the end of all this, you know. The Bounty Hunter's Helm allows us to draw a gold gain card with every combat. Yeah, I think I'll take the blades. And then... I mean, I guess we could go ahead and load up on the Armor of Gluttony, which wouldn't be bad. Gain +2 food or +1 food in Endless after every encounter in which you receive a gain card. Excludes camp. Not bad. Yes, absolutely, Noble. I can go ahead and start the game off with a ton of weapons, and then I don't have to gain as many as we go along. Or the ones that I gain when we go along, I can actually keep. You know what I mean? Oh, the armor skill here is Charge Bash causes stun to a single target. Basic Bash causes a brief stun. Okay. Alright, Spiked Mace and Armor of Gluttony it is. Cool. And I can go ahead and hopefully gain some early fame, which might allow me to equip some of
You
those.
understand now. This is the first tumbling tile that sets all the rest in motion. Select carefully.
Now, dealer, you and I both know that's not gonna happen. Arm wrestling! Ooh, that's a lot of gains. 30 gold here on the line. We enter a competition of strength at a fair. A gold prize is available to the winner. Your opponent in the 3rd round is Perilee the Brass Hag. She touts herself as a fearsome pirate, but needs the money from this competition to get herself a boat. Oh boy.
Back to
That's
the
a
bones.
real high
I
target.
hope you have learned to be their master.
No. Oh my god, apparently the dice gods
Victory.
smile upon me
You're
today.
learning.
Holy crap, baskets. I gain 2 fame and 30 fucking gold. Wow. So, like, the dice are gonna fuck me the rest of the night, right? Like, I'm pretty sure rolling that good early on is a bad sign. Like, a real bad sign. You take your reward from the purser on the way out of the tavern. When you return, you will compete in the next round for an even larger prize. Your companion is hungry. Sate their hunger at the campfire. So we can go to the campfire here, talk to Velas, and temper his appetite. Really? So at 200 life, it will give the bonus, that glorious bonus that we need. Also, interestingly enough, Queen of Narrowmore, you have been corrupted and you are our enemy this time, so congratulations. Okay, so I guess I could give him some health, but I think I'm gonna hold off for now. If I happen to gain more health than more health than 100% max, I think that's the health I'm gonna feed to him. Otherwise, I'll use knockdowns. The wilds are sometimes treacherous and harmful. While traversing a dangerous cliff face, you slip and lose your footing. Though relatively unharmed, the same cannot be said for your traveler's pack that broke your fall. Fuck. I lose 1 equipment. What equipment did I lose? I don't think I could lose any equipment because at this point I've still got basic stuff. Wait. Yeah, I don't have anything that they can take from me. So, congratulations me for sucking. Stirring in the mire, we find danger. The sun's warm rays do little to lift your spirits as the mosquitoes and flies torment you. To avoid the swelling bogs, you press on to higher ground and happen upon an old road through the marshland. To the left, you see a group of cloaked thieves blocking the road. And to the right, we see a group of Empire brigands taking shelter by the side of the road. I think I know who I'm gonna kill. I think I'm pretty sure I know who I'm gonna kill. Let's go ahead and fight the 3 bandits as opposed to the 4 Empire people. They're always going to be way easier, especially when I come at them with light weapons. There should be no problem. There should be absolutely no sweat, my pet. And by pet, I mean Velas. Or should I say, Valines? Because I had a thought in between the last time we played this and now. So, we are in a situation in which, to gain exponential power, we make a deal with a shadowy figure. One might even go so far as to call them, say, like, a devil, even. And it takes a heavy toll upon us, but grants us everlasting power. And it just so happens to be the last half of Mephistopheles as his name. That can't be coincidence, right? Are we Faust? I'm pretty sure at this point we're playing the game of Faust, and I'm happy with that. With the thieves subdued, you notice their stash of treasures hanging precariously from a tree over the bog below. You reach out to cut the rope, hoping the spoils. Huh. Wow. Yeah, I believe I called that shit dead on. Come on, baby. And only an 8. Oof. Sadly, the sack falls from the tree and into the mire with a splash, sinking to the untold depths. Disappointed, we move along. My companion is still hungry, though. I could satiate their hunger, or we can move on. Explore new lands. Get another tiny, tiny map. Ooh. Corruption ambush. While hunting for snow chestnuts in the bluff of the north, you hear a groan from behind you. And 6 zombies appear behind you. Oh no! And me with just my little twisted daggers. But thankfully I have my shadow companion, so we should be able to hold our own. I'm hoping. Go for it, baby.
I feed.
Now, what's funny is we absolutely do end up causing a knockdown state. Come on, Velas. Come on, Velas. To the big corrupted boy, just by nature of him. Wait a minute. What happens if I... So, if I knock someone down, like so, how do I feed them to Velas? You know what I mean? Because, okay, he should be available for Velas to do his thing, but I guess maybe not. Maybe I have to wait for Velas to, like, have his ability ready?
Appreciated.
I don't know. Let's see if I can find out. Can I knock one down? Can I knock one down, pass it around? Nope, not quite. Here we go. Velas goes. Nope. Did not feed. Did not feed at all. Okay, well now Velas is right on the guy, and he's knocked down. It's so weird. And now he's even shadow striking a knockdown guy. And see, now he's technically considered knocked down because there's a finisher to finish him. Huh. I am curious. Yes, he can know. He too has a quest line that we will probably end up finding somewhere along the endless mode. And he can be platinumed as well. Can somebody look that up for me? What is knockdown as opposed to, like, exposed for finisher? And are they the same thing? And is that what I'm looking for with him? Like, how do I feed Velas? I want to feed my baby. You loot what you can, trying to ignore the disquieting thought that the blight has reached this far north. And we gain a chieftain's axe and 4 fame. I'm assuming laid completely flat. Potentially so noble, but I haven't really seen anything to do that. So that chieftain's axe will be really nice against the corrupted that I'm facing against. So long as I actually get the chance to equip it. No, we do not want to proceed to the next map yet. And we have the Ordeal by Iron. A midwife confined to a pillory cries out to you, proclaiming her innocence. "I'm no witch!" she cries. She's accused of practicing necromancy, as she brought a stillborn back to life and is due to stand trial in front of the Inquisition. "I was only looking out for the child, and now they'll have me own scorching iron to see I burn. Of course I'll burn!" she exclaims. You promise to do whatever it takes to free her. On the day of the trial, you sneak into the executioner's chamber and draw your sword as the burly man adjusts his executioner's mask. Hey!
The pendulum swings like a
I'm
sigh.
gonna be the one that tries to
Very
execute the
hope
lady today.
Or failure.
Shh. I'm waiting for the pendulum to swing back in the right way. Hi there, Dr. Scarecrow. Welcome. Nailed it. Glad you could join us.
Breathe. You have done well.
Success! The dealer draws the executioner's axe equipment card. Yay! Take a knee causes knockdown to a random enemy when activated. Enemies in knockdown can be defeated with a finisher. See? Should be able to work. After combat, receive 3 fame if you complete 3, count them 3, finishers. Cool, so that is 2 out of 2 weapons I now have. As we perform the ordeal, we ensure the iron scarcely touches the flames. The midwife winces as you drop the warm bar into her hands, but soon realizes the ruse is for her benefit. You advise her to leave town before the real executioner is discovered. We gain 2 fame, our companion is still hungry, and we have 1 more card on the field. The Steagle Pumpkin. Steagle's town center is unremarkable apart from a beautiful clock tower and a small cluster of tents, tucked into a shaded corner away from the hustle, and also the bustle. Potentially noble. Maybe he doesn't want to eat the corrupted. You know, maybe that's just like a taste thing. Not really into the taste of zombie flesh. Should we visit Ariadne's mother? Should we visit the fortune teller? Should we approach the tents? Or should we head out from the encounter? We can actually end up doing all 3 by the time we end up heading out of here. And I believe one gets us a thing, one gets us another thing, and the other gets us like a gambit trial of gaining gold and stuff. So, I mean, it's definitely worth doing all 3. I guess the question is, which one do we do first? This game is called Hand of Fate 2, Dr. Scarecrow, and Hand of Fate 2 is the sequel, of course, to Hand of Fate. That is a card-based dungeon crawler, where we, as a dungeoneer, have the ability to travel across like a tarot card laid out style dungeon. And the dealer gives us things to do along the way. Each card represents an encounter that has certain actions that we have to take, choices that we get to make, equipment to gain, combats to slay, things of that nature. And this is endless mode, so there actually is a story to the game that is pretty substantial and would take a little bit of time to go into. But this is the endless mode, where sort of you can just press yourself against the deck until eventually it kills you. Let's see. Ariadne's mother, Bethel, greets you with a plate of pumpkin scones and an anxious smile. I say we should ask for a pumpkin. She is momentarily startled by the audacity of your request before her instinct for hospitality resumes control. She leaves the room and soon returns weighed down by one of Steagle's famous oversized pumpkins. That's the last of the harvest, she says, warily. But at least we gained 5 food, so that's good. She was such a sweet child. I don't know what I did wrong to make her turn out so aggressive. Bethel wrings her hands out anxiously. And we can return back to the town center. Good job. Way to get us some food, everybody. Also, looking at stuff in the hole, knockdown Velis doesn't feed is a problem for people. Oh, really? The fortune teller is withered with age and draped in a gaudy fabric. She barely registers your arrival to her stall. Who's there? She croaks. And I say Velis's fortune.
I cannot see them in the crystal.
She mumbles, gasping at the empty air beside the crystal. Who is Bob's fortune? Bob. She licks her dry lips.
He will grow to be a fine hero and meet many heroes along the way.
And what about my fortune?
Imminent carnage. You are barreling headlong into imminent carnage. If you do not take care,
The seer looks at you with pale, watery eyes.
everything will be lost.
And we can return back to the town center now, after visiting the very creepy fortune teller and getting absolutely no knowledge or value from her. Right? Nothing worth listening to. A cloaked family are furtively, huddled around a small fire pit, as if worried that someone will try and stop them. I say we try and talk to them. The mother and father automatically step defensively in front of their soup. Nobody gets my soup. Pulling their children right behind them. We could ask them why they're protective of the soup, as if we don't know, because people keep trying to steal their fucking soup. We can ask who they are, or we can offer them food, without really asking who they are. Let's see who they are. We are from Farwater, but I doubt that means anything to you. I was a street rat once. We may have lost our homes, but we're not beggars. What? Bitch! Bitch, I tried to offer you food! Take the fucking food! Take some bread for your soup! You have children! Never, ladies and gentlemen, this is a lesson. Never let your pride get in the way of feeding your children. The more you know. You know what? I am gonna steal some of their fucking soup. Just for that, I am gonna steal her soup. God, that is a teeny tiny little platform. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, so close.
Even when things
So
appear
close to get away with
impossible,
stealing
they
that
can be
bitch's soup.
mastered.
You
Keep
hide behind the flap of the
practicing.
tin curtain and wait. The family never takes their eyes off the soup. Let's try and steal some of the soup again. Apparently, I can just keep trying. All right, then. Yes! Woohoo! Woohoo! Second time's a charm. Stole that soup. The children begin to bicker amongst themselves.
Hey, he pulled my hair! Ass to kick my shin!
And we take advantage of said distraction, ladling out a portion of that bitch's soup. We fish a handful of coins from your mug of stolen soup. Is the family hiding their wealth in here? Oh my god, there was 25 gold in that soup. I'm going in for more. I'm stealing more of that soup, son. I'm stealing more of that soup. There was 25 gold in that fucking soup. In a ladle full. Ah, missed. But no penalty. So, fuck it. I'm gonna steal the soup. Like, why would you not keep stealing the soup? Jackpot,
Will
baby!
set you in good stead from here.
A rare river turnip bobs to the surface of your soup mug. It tastes like mud, but we feel rejuvenated. Nice. Oh. So it seems the soup has different effects based on random chance. Yes! As we steal it. So what's it gonna be this time? Health potion? You pluck a piece of equipment from the pale broth. We wonder how the fuck it got in there.
Some weapons, this one included, require a
And
great
there's
care
my
to
armor of
carry
gluttony,
them.
ladies and gentlemen. Excellent. In storage till we have 2 more fame. I mean, like, do we keep stealing the soup? We keep stealing the soup, right? Like, clearly we keep stealing the soup. There's no penalty for failure. All right, I'll leave them be. Fine, I'll leave them be. Family, you had better be lucky that my chat is merciful today. Let's go back to camp. I'm gonna trade. See if I can't buy any pieces. A spike and mace. I mean, it's only 50 gold. Fuck it, why not? And then there's
Some
less
would
that I
call
have to
this
give
a
away.
Morning star. Few would call it subtle.
We could buy more food. Or I could cook the food that I currently have. That'll do. And then I guess the next time that I get over that 100 towards the 110, I'll go ahead and feed Velis. Sweet. So there's the 3 food that you guys gave me. Thank you. And we will journey forward to the 3rd stage, where I'm assuming at the end of which is probably our goal. Ooh, Dr. Scarecrow, I really like that incredibly dark theory. Parandrus. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Parandrus, there isn't really a good thing here. Legends of old spit on thee. The serpent drones, staring at 3 unblinking eyes. Hardship is thy duty, and a poor soldier thou art. Success breeds nothing. Failure gets us eaten, and just a little bit of damage. The serpent blinks impassively, and then with a hiss, it slides away, disappearing into the sands. That serpent is not of this realm. Vela sniffs, shaking sand from his cloak. You mean, is it from your realm? I wonder if eventually we can learn more about Palandrus from Velas. That would be cool. Also, unfortunately, you'll notice my fame faded down 1, which sucks. Ooh, the Keeper of Sorrows. You take refuge in a cave to avoid a sudden downpour. You begin to explore your surroundings to pass the time. What appears to be a small alcove turns out to be a tunnel burrowing deep into the mountain. After hours of winding paths and random junctions, you find yourself in a wide cavern lit by thin streams of sunlight penetrating from somewhere above. A creature stands motionless in the gloom, peering at you with interest. Are you mortal? It asks in a voice that seems more in your mind than not. It moves closer but makes no threatening gesture. The essence of death hangs on every breath. Yet your soul still lingers in its shell. It points a crooked finger at your chest. Would you like me to set it free? Tiny chains hang from the creature's limbs. Each movement creates a tiny jingly noise. Suspended from each one is a dark glass container. Ah, you notice the tools of my trade. I gather the sorrows of your kind. I tend to them until the gods see fit to release them once more. Would you like to see one? And we can earn endless points by gaining curses. Fortunately, I don't need any curses right now. There are some quests where, like, you are supposed to gain a certain number of curses by the end. So this is actually a great card to get for one of those kind of quests, but we're not on one of those. But just to see what they got. Hard ability. Hits required to charge a weapon ability are increased by 3. Chaos. All combatants move faster and inflict more damage. What? Fuck that. Movement speed reduced by 15. Redeemer's tax. Lose an equipment card whenever you lose a curse. Oof. And then discard blessing. At the end of each adventure, discard a random blessing.
Well, let that opportunity pass you by then.
Farewell, mortal. I don't want any of fucking those. No, thank you. 0 on the curses for me. Ooh, but a joust. A joust I will do. Your jousting opponent, Sir Malefowl the Green, bastard son of Cadre Royalty, arrives late for the tournament. The audience appears to be rooting for you. They jeer at Sir Malefowl as he struggles to mount his mare. You ready your steed for the first of 3 rounds. Mounted steady on your horse, you sally forth. I remember how I'm supposed to lose. So here's a huge failure.
What an
The opponent
unfortunate time for your
scores 2
skills to
points.
leave you.
And we lose 10 life. And we lose 10 more life. Sir Malefowl has 2 points to our challenger's 0. So, there's a trick to this one. In order to get this card's token. This match does not need to be a shutout. This match needs to be
Nicely
close.
timed.
This match needs to be exciting. This match needs to be harrowing. And my lance shatters against my opponent's shield, scoring me 1 point. Sir Malefowl has 2 points to our challenger's 1. And we ready our steed for the next round. Mounted steady on our horse, we sally forth once more. 1 point
Challenges it
for
presents
Sir
change
Malefowl.
too.
You miss your mark as Sir Malefowl's lance strikes you squarely in the chest. Whoa, that's not what I intended to happen. I wanted him to just gain another point. And the winner is Sir Malefowl with 5 points to 1. Oof. We are eliminated from the tournament. But we gain food. That's not bad. That is not at all what I meant to do. See, I was going to give him 2 points, and then give me 1, and then give him 1 point, and then give me 2, and then hopefully the win. It didn't go quite like that. I guess maybe having that huge failure in the beginning put me at a big disadvantage, you know? So maybe I can only take 3 regular failures as opposed to, you know, 1 huge failure and then a regular. I don't know. But anyway, not a big deal. We can move on. Worshippers of the Blight. And an end to our quest. Now here's the good news. We have everything we need to finish the quest. We can defeat Queen. We can deliver the weapons. Everything's good to go. I wanted to be a little bit stronger by the time we got here. But, you know, Nothing lost. A woman in bright robes greets you at the stairs of a crumbling keep deep in the Alduin forests. Greetings, seeker. It is fortuitous that you have arrived at this moment. Peace and prosperity await within. She leads you to the rooftop. A group of white-robed cultists preside over a gathering of initiates. A gray-haired man gazes deep into your eyes. Another lost sheep, here to join our flock. He gasps, No! You work for him. Our beginning and our end. You cannot take this gift from us. We will be one with the fold. The man places something small and shiny on the tip of his tongue, and he swallows. He shudders, and pustules of corruption burst from his skin as his body begins to wrinkle and buckle and warp. You hear a groan behind you and realize the other acolytes are undergoing a similar transformation. And suddenly we are surrounded by Blighter's court. Sad, that, but it's okay. I have all the Executioner's axe could possibly give me as far as being able to destroy everything around me. So I feel like we might be okay. Oof. Whatever life this poor creature had before the infection is now long forgotten. Use Bash to break the Terror's armor and defeat them with a finisher before regenerates. Alright, Velas, you and me got a very special mission here, bud. And by very special, I mean easy. Easy. Lemon squeezy. Like, seriously, this should be cake. Nice. And I understand that, like, sometimes the game may want you to, like, want Velas to be near the enemy, but seriously, like, he's right on the dude who was waiting there with the finisher, and Velas was doing absolutely bupkis, you know? So if that is, in fact, supposed to happen, it's definitely booging. Unfortunately, Queen, they made you the kind of enemy that was instantly executable. So do I think I could beat you? Yes. Sadly, I think, unfortunately, it's literally the only thing I can do. All I gotta do is one-hit KO that shit. I know, right? Like, kind of disappointing. I wish they would buff those up a little bit, but whatever.
Now the power
Armor
is
of
yours
Gluttony.
to use.
Now I can finally put this bitch on. Charge Bashed deals stun to single target when activated. Basic Bash causes brief stun. Food defense. Nice. Gain an extra 30 defense for an additional 3 food, up to 30 plus 30 food. Whoa. Combat damage my equipment, unfortunately. We lead the initiates back to the Imperial Road and point them into the direction of the capital. One man turns back to speak with you. My daughter sent you, didn't she? They promised us such things. Unfortunately, combat my damaged our equipment. They said the events of our lives were forever being played and replayed, and if we have faith, even our greatest mistakes could be undone. A convincing lie. I see that now. He smiles and starts along the cobbled path. Life and death are no game. I must return to my family. With your main quest complete, we turn our attention to other tasks. Now corrupted or stronger in combat, we gain 15 gold for that encounter and 60 endless points. Sweet. Mercenary! A familiar voice calls. Have you brought us steel and magic that we might be champions this night? And I will give you my beautiful little spiked mace. And I believe I will give them the chieftain's axe. Yeah. The lads grab eagerly at the equipment you have provided. From the way they handle the weapons, you have serious doubt about their fate in the arena. You ask for payment quickly. But the trial was completed. We delivered 2 weapons and we gained 288 endless points. Huh. And 18 food for our troubles. How's that for powering up the gluttony armor?
Your first adventure is complete. From here,
We return to the
things
capital
will become
in
more
search of a brand new
difficult.
adventure. Now then, what shall we have? The Lucky Sparrow, which puts us in combat with undead, has a reward of 6 food and a risk of death. Or the Traitor's Reward, which has a combat of Empire, fighting for 60% of our life, and the cost is death. Again, with the level 1 60 outcome, level 2 score 112, But, I mean, it's not like I ended this last encounter with 100% health anyway. Ooh, that's a 50-50 vote. Really? One each. Well, see, but that's apparently the thing, Noble. That whole mechanic might just be bugging, which would suck, but I don't know. I mean, we've literally set it up as we could definitely continue to test with other races. Okay, Trader's Reward it is. I'm okay with that because then it allows us to bump up the jams a little bit more too. Pump up the levels even more. We overheard the tale of Queen who, having deserted her post, has become now the leader of a band of thugs. Wow, Queen. First you were a corrupted overlord, and now you're the leader of the Thieves Guild. Congratulations. You're moving up in this world. They terrorize wayward travelers in the Companion's Forest. Oh, yes, you're right about that, Noble. You're right about that. You set forth where his fortified bandit camp, fortified bandit camp is rumored to be.
This is a good time to add trials before
Drunken
time has
hero.
passed and things
Optional
have
trial
become more
cards.
difficult.
Reveal all encounters before the end of the adventure to succeed. Malaclips will join you in combat for this adventure. We'll gain 10 fame at the end of this. Yes, please. Map the Empire. Also reveal all encounters to gain 20 fame. Yes. And then a chance to gain platinum equipment. For failure, we lose 75 gold. Oof. 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 That's a hearty failure, dude. That's a hearty failure. I gotta pass. 75 failure is too rich for my blood. When Malaclips fails to show up for breakfast one morning, we began fearing for his life. Of course. God knows what kind of trouble Malaclips gets into while our backs is turned. Eventually, we find him face down in a rain barrel, a young girl repeatedly dunking his head into the waters. The bard said he'll save us from Lady Lily's mercenaries, but then he drank himself into a stupor before he could tell us his brilliant plan. The girl lifts Malaclips' head from a barrel and slaps him a few times. When our mama's in her cups, Aunt Gillett makes her walk in the turnip field till she can see straight again. If you march him around, maybe he'll come good. We drag Malaclips out of the city gates. Tell me who, old bean, he mumbles. Some fresh air would definitely do him good. A noble patron of the arts has commissioned an artist to create a map of the entire empire. You agree to help scout the valleys, forests, and fields as we complete our
As
adventure.
you descend, your decisions
And we get to
here will
choose
become your
two
lifeblood.
encounters here. The Confused Thief, where we get to have a chance to gain and lose a lot of shit. The Lost Boy, which allows us to reveal some map and have some fights and have a chance at a token. Don't mind if I do. Scouting Party also reveals the map, but not for a whole lot of gains. And we can really do a lot of the map revealing ourselves. You know what I mean? I think I'm going to go with Tarts, Pies, and Exotic Lies, so that way we can buy more food for my Armor of Gluttony that, like, continues to gain defense as we get more food, you know? So I wonder if we can slowly gain food along the way, if it might counteract the ravages of time. At least a little while. Let's see. How about Caravan Robbery? Will be really nice because that always gives us good stuff. And the Waterfall of Youth, because not only does that give us food, but it gives us an amazing per map bonus. I was gonna say boon and buff at the same time, and it just kind of like stumbled on the tip of my tongue. Let's see. Ring of Preparation allows us to peek at the wheel. Ring of Concentration, yes. What is the Mark of Damnation? Can summon a lost soul. Ooh. The Knight's Sword allows us to riposte counterattacks. What? Ooh. Damage Aura creates a powerful blast that causes 80% damage to enemies in an area when activated. And then the Frontier Barbet which allows us to reveal one random encounter card on the level after every encounter with a gambit. Okay. I don't know. That's tough. Should we take the Shadow Sword, the Shadow Killing Sword, or the Frontier Barbet? What do you guys think? I'll leave that up to a vote. The Frontier Barbet or the Knight's Sword? I feel like the Frontier Barbet will be better for this map, but the Knight's Sword might be better for the rest of the game. Okay, fair enough. Frontier Barbet, you got it. Assassin's Blade. The light special hits increase during a combo. Riposte to stun. Enemy counterattacks. Ignore enemy defense. Oof. Let's see. The Merchant's Ring reveals shops on the map. The Soul Gem can be used to revive a companion. That's right. Nah, I think we're good on that. Okay. Then that is all of our pieces of equipment that we need. All of our encounters added into the map.
Congratulations.
And the cards.
You have not fallen at the
been
first
set.
hurdle. Now your decisions become more pressing.
First off, we're going to go straight up and see. Yep, that's the Explore New Lands. If only I had that blessing that allowed me to reveal the entire map after we reach the end of it, you know. Ooh. Immediately, Waterfall of Youth. We return to Yvonne and Yvette's cottage. And with a little bit of a card gambit here. Come on, baby. Ah, failure. Fuck. Yvette greets you at the door. Baby Yvonne is cooing quietly in a blanket on the kitchen floor. Once again, Yvette offers you a meal of beef pie and potatoes. It will be rude to refuse. Thank you for the 5 food. Baby Yvonne crawls under the dining table, babbling sweetly to herself as you take your leave. And the ravages of time once more reduce our fame. I need to be... Wait a minute. So I can... Oh, fart knockers. It took off my armor of gluttony because I lost the fame requirement. Well, that sucks butts. Also, I reckon I can go ahead and, like, switch over to another weapon for right now so I don't continue getting ravages upon my weapon. You know, Queen, you're absolutely right. I didn't even think about that. Okay, so let's talk to Velas, indulge his appetite a little bit, and then thanks to the 5 life that I just got, or excuse me, 5 food that I just got, I can literally heal back that 25 health that I just gave him. Not a problem, right? Especially considering you guys just gave me plus 10 max life, and we reached an Empire ambush. We follow a trail of silver coins into an alleyway where we're accosted by a group of Empire soldiers. Aha! They shout in unison. Only a true criminal would steal silver coins from the street. If we take you in, the general is sure to forgive us. Well, thankfully we have 2 companions with us this turn. So this should be really, really fun. Malaclips is going to be able to launch bolts left, right, front, and center. And Velas is going to, well, teleport, Shadow Strike, and murder everyone else in between. So, this should be fun. Murdered. Wow. 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 Shield abilities make so much difference against these fucks. Oh my god, so much difference. And look at little hands just jiggling inside of that shield. Little hand just jiggling. Alright, now I can wear my armor of gluttony again. Yay! And we loot what we can before leaving. Ooh, another piece of equipment. Don't mind if we do. Nah, I don't want to equip it. But I will gain 10 more life. And more food. Curiosity begs the question. So, gain plus 30 defense if you have 20 or more food. I wish that it gave you a readout of, like, your total defense. You know? Because as of right now, I don't think, based on this, we're getting that defense bonus for the Armor of Gluttony. I don't know that for a fact, but I don't think so. While enjoying a pint of imperial ale, you smirk derisively at a portrait of the Emperor hanging over the bar. You hear a piercing scream of frustration from the back of the tavern. Captain Cassius strides towards you. The color has faded from his uniform and his eyes burn like embers. You! The Empire has no place for the honorless sellswords, he says loudly, sizing you up with contempt. Coin slaves like you are little more than undisciplined thugs. No one cares for your outrageous claims of heroism. Well, I'm pretty sure I've got everything that I need to be able to put this boy's face right in the dirt. I know this mercenary, traders at the back of the tavern pipes up. They say she defeated the magical shaman of the Northerner tribe. Irrelevant, the soldier says, turning back to you. You think you can know how to handle that thing, do you? He says, gesturing at your weapon. I am Cassius, the finest swordsman in my company. Would you like to prove your mettle against a real warrior, or are goblins and the corrupted the limit of your talents? Dude, you better fucking believe I'm accepting a duel. You want a duel? You got it. You want to dance? Let's dance. All right, Captain Cassius. Very drunk and none too happy. And also very, very brimstone right now. But you'll notice I don't have any of my companions with me right now. Ooh, ouch. And I just got shot in my face hole. Ooh. It's like as long as I can avoid getting shot, I should be okay. Couple stuns. Wow, that is a really long stun. Like, extremely long stun. And I get to do it again, too. Finish it. Do you remember how annoying killing those Empire captains was? Ha! It damn sure ain't now. Combat has damaged my equipment and reduced my max life. Yada, yada, yada. We gained 12 fame. Hot damn. Oh, but no token? I'll bet I have to reject the duel. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Shopkeep nods as you enter. Adventurer, how's the world out there? And we can buy a bunch of equipment. Yes, I will take the Assassin's Blades. No, I will not equip them now. And yes, I will buy some food. Because I can. And because for every 3 food, it gives me a little bit of bonus defense. So, yeah, sure, why not? We're good to go. Thank you very much, my good man. The Armor of Gluttony gives me more goodies. And we get to move on to new lands. Journey forward. Map number 2. I know, unfortunately I couldn't. But it's okay, I don't really need the Frontier Barbet because like that just helps reveal encounters and stuff, and I can totally do that just fine on my own. And there'll be a chance to get it later on, I assure you. And we have Kubarik's Favor. You set up camp one night beside an old forgotten battlefield. It is a haunted place. Local legends say the field is strewn with the bones of 100 witches. Your supper is interrupted by the arrival of a strange horned creature. Greetings, mortal. My time here is limited, but I wish to offer you my aid. The creature gives you a brief but entirely accurate summary of your adventure so far. I like you, human, it says, peering at you intently with unblinking eyes. I want you to succeed and fulfill your destiny. Let's bargain. We can lose 10% max life and gain a map of the entire area. Or we can leave. I mean, I don't think I need a cheat code. I can explore 5 more cards. If this map was huge, I might take him up on the deal. But I really feel like I can accomplish the goal on my own. What do you guys think? Okay. That's what I thought too. Next. The Traitor's Lair. And that's the end of our quest, so we'll hold off on that. Oh, the little lost boy. He's just a small child, you over here. A deeper voice growls. We have to take him to the dungeons, or else he'll run straight to whatever northern clan he spawned from, and show him where our outpost is. What do I need to do to get this lost boy's token? Can somebody tell me that real quick, please? Because, like, I don't want to fuck it up. I just need one more token piece to get a token, and I really want to get a token because I want to stop saying the word token. So, like, what do I need to do? I say we eat the boy, Velis notes, matter of fact. And we consider the boy's fate. Do we save the boy? Or do we offer to take the boy to the dungeon ourselves? Now, I believe in the past what we have done is save the boy. And saving the boy allows us to get some good spoils from it. But it does give us a big fight against some Empire people. So, what do we do, Noble? I am really curious. Okay. Save the boy. Unsheathing your weapon, we demand they let the boy go. And it is Empire people. Me with my executioner's axe is totally ready for this. And Malekith's too. Alright, 3 muskets and 3 shield boys against we merry men.
Once again,
And Shadow Creature and Lady and Malekith. So, like, you know, really just one merry dude. But he's alright. He's got a whole retinue over here that slays, man. Uh-oh. Got it. Oh! Oh no! Velis tanked that bullet for me. What a champ. What a fucking beast. Oh, there he goes. There goes Velis. Interesting. So maybe our theory about corrupted is correct, because Velis totally just feasted on that man and feasted twice in the same match. So that's absolutely what it is. He does not feast on corrupted. He does not feast on undead. Period. Fleeting fame. Gain 20 bonus fame. Lose 1 fame after every encounter until this bonus is gone. Nice. And we gain 3 food. Our companion gained 20 life from knockdown enemies. Damn. And we get the bones. Rolling bones. Oh, that's only an 11, but it's okay. I think I can re-roll and do better. Nope, exact same. Fuck me. Unfortunately, Noble, I fucked it. No chance? Did I lose the chance to get the shard? Or was that just the easy way? The boy disappears into the forest, and soon you hear him howl from a short distance. The raiders come out of hiding, and the boy shouts, "Their outpost is that way!" Okay, so what else do we do? What else can I do? Alright, fine. Then I guess I can at least murder some fucking, northerners to get my aggression out. The alternative is to take the fucker to the dungeons and then let him go from there. Really interesting. Very much noted. Alright, well, hopefully we can find the Lost Boy once again somewhere in the future. Don't worry, Lost Boys always seem to appear when you least want them. And still somehow need to beat a 13. Yes, it would be great if I could get that gambler's ring, wouldn't it? That would just automatically add the 2 to my fucking dice rolls. Damn, fellas. I mean, just ruiner of days. Is he not? Holy crap. These boys don't stand a chance now. As if combat was not fun and easy enough before. Okay, Lost Boy, we gained 2 fame. After apprehending the Northern Raiders, the captain of the outpost hands us a reward. Thank you for the max life. And the food, hot damn. And the token goes back. Fuck. All right. Next. Caravan robbery. Nice. Let's ambush the traders that come down. With a great heave, we dislodge a large boulder, sending it crashing down the slope to block the oncoming carriage's path. The driver of the first carriage sounds the alarm. The sounds echoes through the gorge. With the rest of the procession in disarray, we quickly descend into the valley and approach the first caravan. All right, time to see if we get some goodies.
Each different.
Ooh, there is some
each
goodies in here
bearing their
too.
own similarities.
I see you. I see you. Damn it. I really wanted that merchant's ring. All right, so we got a good
Excellent.
health potion
A wise
and some herbs.
decision.
Let's raid another carriage. Another monster card has been added to the tables, and we roll again. It's going a little bit faster this time. A little bit faster now. A little bit faster now. A little bit faster now, which means I need to press it earlier. Close. 20 gold. Not bad. We pick up the chest and empty its contents into our sack. Let's try for a third caravan. Let's press our luck one more time. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now we're spinning like ceiling fan fast. How about right now? Oh, fuck me. Fuck me running sideways. Are you serious? All right, fine. Let's empty all the contents into our pack and get out of here. The merchant's still reeling from the shock of your ambush with the Imperial soldiers fast approaching. We make our escape. Away from the chaos, we check our spoils before continuing on our journey. 25 life, thank you. 20 gold, thank you. And 15 more gold, thank you. I know, for real, Dan, that thing was spinning something fierce. All right, so speaking of, let's go back to camp and see if we can't feed our friend Mr. Velis. His appetite is oh so hungry. 70 out of 200. All right, breaking camp, we move right along to the traders from a distant land. Trader from an uncertain origin entices you to exchange your equipment or your soul for items rattling around in his trunk. We can lose one random blessing or lose one random equipment. Now here's the fun part. Guess how many blessings I have? And it's fleeting fame too. Fame that I already have enough of. Fame that I don't really need anymore. Fame that I can definitely be rid of. And would eventually lose anyway. So we lose the fleeting fame blessing and instead get the Frontiers Barbet, hot damn, and the Spiked Mace, which will go into my equipment for now. Yay! Gave the Spiked Mace over to those guards in Adventure 1 and get it back in Adventure 3. That's the way of the world. That's the circle of the Ouroboros at work for you. Wait a goddamn second here. I just noticed something. This Ouroboros here, speaking of, that's not an Ouroboros. That's that dragon. That's that serpent dragon that we keep finding in the goddamn desert, isn't it? I mean, we can only see one of its 3 eyes from here, but that's because the third is here in the middle, and then the second is over on the other side. That's absolutely that stupid fucking dragon that we see in the desert. Huh, how cool. Anyway, I just happened to notice that while I was thinking about, you know, the symbol of the Ouroboros and what it is and all that kind of shit. Anyway, the centrist-scented man takes his trunk and clatters away, disappearing into the crowd. Awesome. Congratulations, everyone. We gained a lot of goodies. You chance upon a wooden cart, overflowing with pears, pies, and many items otherwise. A wonderful smell wafts from the cart. Velis sniffs the air curiously. I see no split corpses, but this scent... it's intoxicating. The old farmer hawks his wares to the passerby. Tarts, pies, and exotic fruits. Tarts, pies, exotic fruits. I got all kinds here, I'll tell you by God. Chester gives you a jolly wave. Would you like to buy one on this jolly morning? Pies, pies, tarts, pies. Sure, old man, I would be glad to buy one. He passes you a garlic and cheese pie from his wagon. And he gives us 13 food for a cost of... Come on, 10 gold. Come on, 10 gold. Come on, 10 gold. All right, boys and girls. This is really important. I did my part in slowing down the carts. Okay? Now you do your part and show me where that 10 gold is. Because I think, yeah, there was 2 10 golds, and I think one went to 3, and I think one went to 2. Ah! I should have taken quick advice. I should have taken quick advice. Fuck. I guess I could decline and pick another choice, but we might as well pay the piper his due. That is 13 food, you know? It's not like... Hi there, Ray Ray. Welcome. Glad you could join us. It's not like it's really gonna count against us in the end. All right. Moving forward. And there's 20 of that gold that I just paid right back. Thank you. So, on to the traitor's lair. After revealing all encounters, completing all blessing and side quests, and we encounter Queen, the traitor. The bandit camp is quiet as we approach the traitor's lair, deep in the Campion forest. Suddenly, a voice calls out, "We have been spotted!" And I think you know what's coming. Yep, lots of Empire people. Join us! Queen cries as she and her troops pour out of the fortress to confront you. The Empire is run by corrupt officials. You are a slave of a tyrant emperor while you accept their coin. And me with my 2 companions do get to slay thee, young queen. So this should be fun. I agree, Ray Ray. This is probably one of my favorite games to play, like with a group like this. It's too great. All right, Queen. Once you were a devoted soldier, now you are a free agent intent on getting whatever she wants out of life any way possible. Generals call forth hail of arrows with the sound of their horns. Use evade to make yourself scared. Or use your companion abilities to murder and destroy. Jesus. That is some Empire slayage right there. Holy shit, did you see that? Step. Jesus. Not only that, but it also leaves them stunned. And Bella's got to feed on the captain too. I'm so sorry, Queen. You were sacrificed as food for my companion Velis. You're welcome. Our companion gained 40 life. Wow. So we need to get the Shadow Guy to 250 health ASAP. So, question. Does that last for just one combat or all combats after that? Ray, I guess is the question, because my thought was that once you get him to that 200, and it is 200, not 250, it's just for one combat, isn't it? Or is it all combats, which would be amazing. Malaclip's finally roused into a decent state while traipsing through a lavender field. Mercenaries, he groans, swatting a bundle of purple flowers from his face. A big, giant horse! After listening intently to his croaked mutterings, you both head to save the town of Fullhaven with his brilliant plan. The plan is pulled off to perfection just as Malaclips had described. The large horse was a particular stroke of genius. And the bard sings forever of your deeds. It lasts until you select his optional card again. Really? Okay, interesting. The mercenaries are chased out of town while screaming. Time has come for you and the mapmaker to part company. He pieces all together all the rough sketches he has taken during your time together. That should be satisfactory, he concludes after quite some time. And the bard's sing of our deeds continued. And we gain 160 points from
I
that.
see you have begun to
Ah, damn.
appreciate the finer points of our game.
You return to the capital in search of more adventure. Now then, what do we have here? The Caravan Guard, which puts us in combat against an ogre. Success gains 8 gold for every blessing possessed. For failure, there is only death. And then there is the Wild Hunt, which puts us in combat against Briar Folk. Ooh, that sounds new. But unfortunately, the only success here is restoring life. Basically, it'll last the entire situation you choose, then he leaves you until you pick him again. I'm confused. I mean, that Caravan Guard does get us up 4 points towards the next levels. So, like, it's definitely worth it. Also, I'm curious as to why it's not counting your votes there. I mean, I definitely am. Caravan Guard is winning. Briar Hunt is pretty easy. Okay. I mean, I guess I would rather the chance of having some actual monetary gains other than just healing. You know? After a particularly poor hand of cards, you agree to serve as an armored escort for a merchant caravan in exchange for clearing out your substantial debt. Ravella, the caravan mistress, gives you a sly wink. I assure you, hero, we'll all get paid once we reach the town of Attenridge. I just need you to keep the beasties at bay until then. As the loaded wagons pass through the town gates, your companion stares at the long road ahead and sighs. I'm beginning to think that game was rigged. What kind of deck of cards has 5 aces?
No good will come of this.
Sadly, we've already lost, Velas, so we're on board now. So what do we choose? Goblin Favors, which has us deliver 2 artifacts. Oof. Hubie will join you in combat for this adventure. And then we gain the Lionel Special artifact. Ooh. So if you pick Caravan Guard and select Velas, he will start over with needing 200 blood. Okay, yes, that does. Yes, it does. Thank you very much, Ray Ray. I appreciate that. The Eternal Liberator has us pitting off against a wheel gambit at the end of this. For success, keep the game card from the wheel gambit. For failure, keep the pain card. Yes, I will take that one. And the Firebrand Fortress has a challenging precision gambit. For success, gain 90 gold. For failure, lose 60% life. Doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it because we got to take the chance, right? We got to take the chance. I mean, I guess so. Why not?
A brave move. Let us see how that decision fares.
Drunken tales. Excuse me. Drunken tales in the shipyard and tavern speak of the Eternal Liberator, an Imperial warship once laden with treasures, now perched precariously on the rocks below the cliffs of Oblivion. Many a daring or foolish soul has already perished trying to reach it. You decide to journey there and see it for yourself. The Empire seeks warriors brave enough to raid Firebrand Fortress, home to an ancient warlock. It's said to be guarded by both magical and mundane hazards. You sign up and head north. South, whatever. While perusing the local markets, a goblin poorly disguised as a human bursts forth from a barrel of herrings, spilling a wave of fish at your feet. My name is Mr. Lionel. His wizened face grins at you with a hint of madness. I've been waiting a century for you. The old goblin gives your chink a kindly pat. There are those who would have me killed for my share for the broiled scrod trade. I would like to join you to join my nephew here. He reaches behind the barrel and lifts Hubie, beaming up by the collar, and sets him down in front of you to gather some magical artifacts. My pursuers love old trinkets almost as much as they care for broiled scrod. How many artifacts, you ask? Why, this many. He holds up a hand and an extra severed human hand. Good luck, old bean. Good luck, old bean. And with that, he sinks back into the herrings, waving a stolen hand and smiling gently at you. Provide 2 artifacts at the end of the event.
Do not underthink your decisions.
I had just finished an 8K run and had 7 tokens and didn't know if your PS4 would save them, so you forfeited. It was an amazing run. Lasted 2 whole days. Wow. Wow. That's tough, Ray Ray. I understand. You gotta make a choice at some point. Because, like, once they added in the combat changes, I feel like they made endless mode be able to last longer. You know? And so I am curious as to how that will. Now, you could have just put your PS4 into sleep mode. You know what I mean? That's what I do if I can't, if I'm at a place where I can't really save in a game and I want to like walk away for a little while. I just put it into sleep mode. But 6 more, you have a dozen other. It's probably time to end that run anyway. You know what I mean? If you got 7 tokens to add into your deck, fuck it. Just end it and add them in. You know what I mean? Anyway, so we need artifacts, and we need the ability to do a pendulum better. The Dwarven Haggler does allow us to trade in some equipment. I will say this, Ray Ray. I have on the PC version exited out of a game mid-run and then come back to said game and have it pick up exactly where I left off. So much so that my character on the opening screen was still wearing the equipment that I had during the last run. Like, it's kind of cool the way that that works. I don't know if that's on the PS4, but I do know that at least that functionality is in the PC version, so it might be. All right, so there's another chance to joust. Here's one drunken night, which gains me a bunch of good stuff. Let's try the Peasant's Son. And Empire Contacts. Ooh, the Courier to get a Shadow Shard. Yes, I will. A fiend in need is a fiend indeed. But I think we're gonna go with... What are all these with a delivery reward? May provide rewards for deliveries from the Courier encounter. Oh, I see. So this Courier is going to give me something to take to other peeps. Curious. Okay, well then we'll take Mage's Workshop there. Payment Due is one that I don't have yet. Pickpocket allows me to gain gold in exchange for life. Chance to gain a weapon. Dwarven Haggler. Yeah, sure, I'll take that one. I might as well take Payment Due, because why not? Ring of Preparation allows me to peek at the wheel. I don't want to peek at the wheel. Last Chance. Ooh, with this Jousting Armor. Optional retry of any Precision Gambit with increased difficulty. Yeah, it's almost not worth it, is it? Felvin's Favor allows us to remove a card from the wheel. That's good. Dazzling Blade is Empire's Bane. I think we'll take the Frostfang, because that's fun. Still no artifacts. 0 artifacts in this fucking equipment deck. Bullseye has a wide beam. Thank you. Devil's Touch has a strong bash against... Corrupted? Yes, okay, that's what I thought. And, of course, the Devil's Touch increases the difficulty of the Empress encounter. Fun. And we'll take the Lord's Diadem, too, for the increased low swing speed. So between the wide beam and the low swing, That should make it easier if I can get both of those pieces. The Blood Crescent deals 30% less damage to corrupted and undead. Lose 50% max life when you equip this item. And perform a powerful attack that deals 200 damage. No thanks. Alright. Go ahead and mix those into my deck. And those encounters in. And I guess we'll be good to go.
Adventure awaits you.
Oof.
You understand now that these challenges will stretch until time itself ends.
Or until about 10 o'clock tonight, whichever comes first. But it's okay, because even if we don't reach the end, then we can just go on up. Like, exit on out, come back again next time, and continue playing. We find ourselves at the edge of nothing. An obsidian pillar begs a blessing of you. I have no blessings in my inventory, unfortunately, so it can do nothing to me. And the dwarven haggler is here. My wanderings lead us to a dwarf weighed down with bags, sacks, and other knickknacks.
They'll find a way
Let's
to
trade,
make a
he
deal.
suggests. I'm sure we can come to a mutually beneficial agreement. Do you have anything for trade? Trade for an angel's feather. A rare item indeed. I do happen to have one. What would you be willing to trade for such a treasure? Next time, perhaps. Unfortunately, I don't know. I think I kind of fucked up the ability to get artifacts. I don't know what that angel feather was, and I didn't really want to give anything up to get it.
Once again, you play at delivery for
We happen
the
upon a
number of
small,
creatures.
wounded kobold resting by the side of the road. A small creature's leg sits crooked at an odd angle, and by its side lies a satchel. In fact, you can see the leg in the picture kind of like turned upside down. Mercenary, will you aid me? I'm tasked with delivering mail all over the Empire. While invisible, I wandered in front of a wagon and it ran me down. There's payment in it if you finish my list. Great, I have 6 things left to deliver. Sweet. A list of encounters with the delivery quest trait for your deliverable mail to can be viewed by using the item from camp. Okie dokie. This list is enchanted. Whenever you make a delivery, the payment may be drawn from the satchel. Good luck, the kobold says before banishing. Complete all deliveries before ending this run to finish unlocking this shard. Review your delivery destinations by the campfire. Okay, so getting that dwarven haggler now would actually be great because I could deliver the first piece to him.
It appears the goblins now have the
Payment
resources
due.
to field their own combatants.
You feel a firm grip of hands grip around your shoulders and yank you into a nearby alley. The biggest goblin you've ever seen lurks in the shadows. Balanced atop his top hat is a helm of obvious arcane power. He touches the brim in acknowledgement. You helped my father while he was in a bit of a scrape. He gestures behind him and a smaller goblin steps sheepishly into the light. He gives you a little wave of recognition. Now, what he gave you wasn't his to give. I don't blame him, but I have to ask you to return what he paid plus a little extra for our inconvenience. And we feel a sudden lightness in our haversack. The goblins bound out of the alley, whooping and cackling. You pursue your muggers into the courtyard and encounter their backup. As the goblins brandish their weapons, you grab whatever is closest at hand and make your attack. Alright, we got all kinds of backup this time. So I'm gonna have to kill all the goblins before they make away with our shit. Aren't I? And I guess this is our first time with the orphan in combat. It's pretty much exactly what I expected it to sound like. Hubie the orphan. Some say the goblins are older than time. This goblin seems to be a little younger than that. When activated, Hubie taunts enemies, drawing attackers away from you. Interesting.
Uncle Peter used to be so nice.
So Hubie is going to take enemies away from you. I am gonna stab the fuck out of some goblins. That seems to be like a really good way to handle this situation. Beep. Because not only can I continue to just destroy these boys, but I think if I can, no, fuck! He escaped with my jewels, or whatever it is he got. I really hope it was just money. I'm really hoping that whatever he just escaped with, it was just money. Fuck! Why didn't I focus on the guys with the bags on their back? What did he escape with? 28 gold and 28 food? Oh! Fuck! That's a lot of stuff, you guys. That's a lot of stuff. But at least we gained the Lord's Diadem, which is nice. I'll go ahead and put that on. Fuck! With great care, you kick the goblin corpses into the gutter. Hopefully no one will ever notice them. Blech. Blech! Blech, I say! Blech! Oh well, whatever. I think we're still good. Yeah. I don't really need to do much else.
Who
Next.
lies here?
A shadow
what does
beast's
that mean?
grave. Velis solemnly empties a vial of blood over an inhuman skull before him. Perrin will pay for what he has done. Sometime later, a shadow beast draws his cloak over his face and stalks towards the light of a roadside inn. What do you think we should do? This is our chance to get to know Velis a little bit better. Do we go ahead and get to the heart of the matter, the heat of the meat, and ask who Perrin is, or what that skull was, or even about the inn, his appearance, because he is a little bit weird looking. So what do you guys think? What should we ask? I wonder how many questions we'll get to ask, you know? Ah, yes. Poor Queen unfortunately has to get to work. Sad days. The monstrous lord's eyes glitter under his heavy hood. You humans can be easily persuaded of anything. Velis glares impatiently at you. My love. The beast gazes past you. Who is Perrin? The beast frowns at the unwelcome question. I do not understand why you need to know, but Perrin is my brother. He took the seat of House Lashard from me, and he will rue the day he did. For the deal was made on the grounds of deception. He let me rot in that pit for a century, holding on to a false hope that she still lived. A fairy. Velis points at you and then at the darkened road. I need a ferry to send a word to House Lashard's allies. It will take too long if I were to travel through the Lissahora myself. Take Velis to his desired encounter. Neat. He sweeps into the inn and closes the door in your face.
A reward well earned.
Nice. All right, we got ourselves a token. Next. The ogre ambush! Oh no! An ogre bursts through the trees and swings his club at you! The result of this encounter vary depending on your total defense. Current defense is 13, target defense is 48. Oof! And we only deflect some of the damage? That's only some of the damage? The ogre shakes his head at you, disappointed. Wincing, you can barely stand, let alone stop the ogre as he disappears back into the forest. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Oof! That fucking hurt, dude. And we can begin to explore new lands. I need stuff. I need artifacts, and I need the ability to do
Create
more.
what you please, but never
Ooh,
of your
I
own
can deliver a letter
abilities.
here.
Always with
You
the
enter the workshop of
artifacts
the Enchanter.
crafted
He
and
specializes in
created
adding magical
by
powers
your
to items,
betters.
especially those that bring health and fortune to adventurers. I can enchant one of your items. Be warned, any existing enchantment will be destroyed. We can go ahead and deliver the package. Noticing the kobold satchel you hold, he inquires, that satchel? I enchanted it for Jeremy the kobold, so it might hold all his packages. Is he unwell? We explain his current predicament. Aw, well, let's hope he makes the full recovery then. I depend on his regular deliveries to fuel my spells. The enchanter withdraws a number of silver spoons, along with a note that he reads, another request from the anti-poison enchantments on the royal cutlery. Seems they go through them so quickly these days. The magic of the delivery note flares to life, and your first payment from the kobold appears. Nice. You note that there are 5 deliveries left to make. Health enchantment. Health enchantment. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll go ahead and enchant one that I don't need anymore. And instead we get Felvian's Favor. Nah. Equipment traits do not match the current challenge. Oh, man. Seriously? Is that what you have to do? Okay, whatever, doesn't matter. The wilds are sometimes treacherous and harmful. While traversing a dangerous cliff face, you slip and lose your footing. Oh no. And we lose 1 piece of equipment. My ring of concentration. Oh. Fuck. I worked so hard for that ring. I have an artifact? Oh, the delivery list. Okay. Never mind. Now I'm broke. I've got no food. You follow frenzied rumors of vampires and werebeasts to a derelict farm deep in the lowlands. A thin farmer tilling the rocky soil looks up in desperate hope at your approach. Oh, good night, Ray Ray. Thank you so much for hanging out, man. Please, our little Timos was taken by a monster with bloody claws and gleaming eyes. They came through the walls. We'll be back here on Saturday night, so I hope you see us right back here, man. Have a good night. You glance at Velas, who responds with his usual unnerving smile. Sure enough, you find the boy huddled at the back of a menacing cave. As you draw near, huddled cloaked figures emerge from the shadows to surround you. Oh no, Lord Velas, one of the beast notes in surprise before they all bow. We have set up this trap to lure strong-blooded adventurers. You notice that their cloaks pale in comparison to Velas' own elaborate embroidery. Your companion nods in his approval before his claws lengthen. Very good. But now I must kill you all, or this particular adventurer will be a fountain of endless complaints. We draw our weapon. So it seems that whole elaborate farmer and his son was actually just a shadow trap to lure in adventurers to a side quest that didn't exist, which is kind of hilarious. And maybe so, Noble, but I only have 7 gold, so like it's gonna take me a minute to be able to actually afford anything. You know what I mean? Stab, 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 stab. Oh my god, so many stabs. Gotcha. It's funny, like, the description says that these guys' vests paled in comparison to our companion Velas's, but in actuality, it's definitely the other way around, because like Velas's robes are very plain and brown by comparison to the red and kind of embroidered and bordered robes of these boys, right? Whatever. Alright, encounter complete. Your companion gained 30 life from knockdown enemies, and we gain 4 fame. Nice. Small family gathers around a dusty bundle of what they can in gratitude. Yay! And we can get the jousting armor. Or the executioner's axe. Sure, why not? I traded it away a little bit ago. I might as well get it back now. But no artifacts, unfortunately. Because that would be too kind of them. Ogre on the bridge. Alright, well I guess we can go on up. Woo! Empire contacts. Oh, shit. And unfortunately, we need to be able to select an Empire card with faction traits, but we don't have any here. So, I guess I can go fuck myself. Alright then. Gain 10 more gold, thank you guys. And the dangerous wilds strike once more. The wilds are home to many a rebel, criminal, and beast. And in this case, blight. But the good news is we're more than capable of killing corrupted. So like this should be super simple. Also, I think it's just you now, Noble, isn't it? Is Dan still here? Or is it just you and me?
Well then, challenge accepted.
Also, curiosity begs the question whether I can set Velas up for a couple of knockdowns here. Oh, excellent. Hello, Daniel. Velas! Be really great if you could do the whole murdering people that are down thing. Oh, right. Can't do it to corrupted. I forgot. I totally forgot. I did. I genuinely did forget for a second there. Stab, 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 stab. Nice. Broken. And defeated. All right. Congratulations, everyone. Another encounter complete. We damaged our equipment, reduced max life, and gained 4 fame. Ooh. And revealed the last 3 encounters. What? The pit. Ooh, that sounds fun. Don't mind if I do.
To fight for your life has a certain honor about it. To do so for mere sport, no.
Right, this is where we escaped out of to meet Velas in the first place. You were surprised one fine evening in the sudden appearance of a portal behind you. Yeah, let's take the spike base. Why not? Landing roughly on muddied ground, we find ourselves trapped in a cruelly made cell. The moans and cries of beasts and men sound from similar cages around you. You have little time to orient yourself before you are bustled out and forced to choose an opponent to battle. I mean, definitely the skulls, right? Of all the enemies there, those are definitely the easiest. The cheers and jeers of the spectators above drown out any chance of attempting to talk to your enemy or of begging to be freed. So we must fight. Fight to survive! Sorry. Am I the only one that remembers Bloodsport? It's a movie where Jean-Claude Van Damme does a split and punches E. Honda in the dick. Anybody else remember that movie? Just me? Damn, 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 damn. I mean, they just die. Like, I swing and they're dead. It's like brooming this place out. Sweet. We won the pit. Combat damaged our equipment, but I don't care. We are given time to wipe the blood away from our weapons as the body of the fallen are dragged away. Go for this boy next time, Chester screeches, blueberry pie flaming from his mouth. I want to see blood! Okay, sure. You want to see blood? I'll give you some blood. We'll pick some people who are actually people with blood in their bodies. And thanks to the fact that, like, my mace ignores defense of shields of Empire people stuff. Yeah, it should be good. You know, Noble, I wonder if that movie holds up. I haven't watched it in a while myself. I would be curious to see whether or not it holds up.
Once again.
I'd imagine it's probably not bad, but is it serviceable? I don't know. Woohoo! So wait, can they not block this weapon? Okay, they can. It's just that this weapon is not mitigated by the fact that they have a higher defense than your average enemy. So like normally Empire people take less damage from weapons than other enemies because they are wearing armor and have defense. But I guess this mace completely ignores that. Our companion gained 30 life from knockdown enemies, and we gained 2 fame. God damn. A squat, ancient goblin approaches you. His thick, rough skin is covered by 100 scars, and his skull, and the skull of an unusually large lizard that rests upon his head. Oh my god, he killed the lizard people! He killed the lizard queen, who was the ancient lizard who was in charge of the pit before! Oh my god, it all comes together! Holy shit! That's cray-cray, y'all. That's insane. I can't believe I just put that together. He glares up at you intently with his remaining good eye. I am Goblin, the creature speaks with a deep voice, like a boulder being dragged over stone. I run the pit. You seem to know how to handle yourself in combat. Survive this round and you might go free. Fight well and you might be rewarded even. And, ooh. I say we choose to fight with rusty equipment only. So that way we get the most benefit out of this. Choose to fight with our companion. And let's... More options. Whoa. I think I'm gonna taunt my opponent. Enemies move faster until struck. Let's see. I think I'll take the neglected sword. Let's demand more combatants. Nice. But really, like, it's health potion, renown, good fortune supplies, good fortune, and health tonic. Like, it's not even anything good. Like equipment. Activate traps. The Crown of Scales. Fuck yes! And that's basically everything. Like, everything's turned on now. This is the lasso run. A large stone golem collects my gear before the battle begins. And here we go. I'm curious as to whether I'm gonna be able to come out on top on this one, because if I do, that Crown of Scales is gonna be really nice. Holy shit, that's a lot of traps. Okay, so remember, these guys are gonna be kind of souped up until I hit them. Everyone will be able to move faster until I hit them. It also looks like maybe a lot of traps don't get reset once they get sprung. Okay, one down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No! No! Aww. He got me with his big boy attack. Good news is we took care of that shit. The anarchist is gonna, anarchist is gonna come through, throwing fire bombs. Not a big deal. Uh-oh. Avoid the trapper, no trappy. Uh-oh, avoid the flamer, no flamey. Trapper, no trappy. Goblin, no fucking goblin-y. And, I was really hoping I would got the finish off on him. Fuck. Their combination is actually supremely annoying. Like, surprisingly so. Get off of me! Jesus! Oh, okay, okay. Alright, 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 alright. We're done. We're done playing. We're done. I'm done playing. I'm going in for the kills. Mainly because Daddy needs that Crown of Scales, and also every bit of healing potion that was in that reward. Like, for real, every single bit of it would be great. Fuck, 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 fuck. Nice. Victory is mine. Woo! That was way closer than I wanted it to be, that's for fucking sure. But, to the victor goes a huge list of spoils. The crowd cheers as the fallen are cleared from the arena, and I claim my ton of rewards. 20 health, 5 fame, 10 gold, 3 food, 15 gold, 15 max life, 15 fame, and the stone golem that returned my equipment. The ancient golem Goblin approaches you again. I've not seen a match as glorious as that since I fought in the arena myself. He hands you a helmet, crafted from the skull of a lizard and identical to that of his own headgear. This is from the last lizard man I ever saw. And I killed every lizard man I ever saw. He was the last of his kind. Few alive today know how deadly they really were or how close they came to taking this entire land. Until cowards killed their king. Take it. It will find greater adventure than you than rotting with me here in the pits.
A last relic of the majesty that once strode here. A last piece of power.
Wow. It's funny, this one piece actually carries with it more history than most of the others in this entire game. You know? Snared goblins become knocked down when you escape their snare. Interesting. Life pain cards inflict 50% less damage when our life is less than 50. So it provides pain card protection as well as actual defense protection. That's kind of nice. I think I'll hold on to that for a while. And the card token is now ours. We are released from the arena as a champion. Nice. And we get a lot of money too. Like a lot of money. The goblins! With a snap, you feel something being yanked off my person. You turn to see a few goblins running away, giggling and pointing back at us. No time to check what was stolen as you rush towards the thieving devils. And assistance from the Thieves Guild is here. No! We must destroy the goblins. We must destroy everyone in this fucking map before they get us. And unfortunately, I think I'm only wielding, basic equipment. So, like, yay. Fucking yay. All right, Velis, I need you to do your dirty work, babe. While I murder goblins. I got 2 minutes to murder every goblin that I can, which is here, which is 2. Bam! All right. There goes his riches. Not a problem. Fellas, keep doing your thing, bud. Let me get down here to this other goblin.
You! What's up? How you doing? Ooh!
Oh, he's got a piece of equipment of mine? Yeah, that's definitely a piece of equipment of mine. Just not sure which. Bam! Go, Velis! Shadow kicks! Shadow kicks! Shadow kicks! Shadow... I love that shit so much. It reminds me of what I used to do to people with Scorpion in Mortal Kombat when they gave him that teleport punch. That was great. All right, you take back your assassin's blades from the unconscious goblin. As soon as you do with a sputter, the goblin in question awakens and flips away from you, giggling as it escapes into the forest. The goblins are colluding with the Thieves Guild now? Oh no. With the thugs defeated, we search their bodies for valuables. Blessed Covenant, pacify. Optionally, prior to combat, remove the brimstone status of a basic brimstone monster card. What? That's kind of cool. We'll gain back 25 life. And we can move on to the next round. Although, I mean, I need artifacts, and I definitely don't have any of them. And the price for not being able to deliver an artifact was huge. So I guess... Ooh, we can satisfy his hunger.
Now you will see the stranger
The beast
at his prime.
has arrived. The beast's pupils contract and then brighten to searing red. His yellowed fangs grow as his horns curl. What if I asked for directions now? And then just lost him for 3 turns?
Careful, your supplies are running low.
All right, let's advance to this quest. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it out of this. Methinks thou clinks of coin, journeyman. 'Tis tribute Splattermole demands, and tribute Splattermole will receive. Surrender thy fortune, and thee and thine shall be left unsplattermold. Ooh, Brimstone Ogre card. You hear the twang of a crossbow, and a steel bolt sails through the air and buries itself in the ogre's eye. Ravella shouts from the caravan, "You were not enlisted for your diplomacy skills! Slay the beast and get on with it!" The ogre roars and advances. All right, babies. Let's do these. One brimstone creature versus another. This should be fun. Ooh, look at him. Not even wielding a maul. His name is a lie. Mysterious relics from a forgotten area. They mourn a world lost to the march of progress. The ogre's thick eye reduces damage by 3, making low damage weapons less effective. Beware! Club deals devastating damage. And yes, I am definitely wearing just a regular old-fashioned weapon, which is kind of shit. This sucks. Really should have changed it to something a bit more combat appropriate. Also, I just realized that this is a captain, and it's that captain that's been calling me arrows this whole time. Ooh, hey. Hey, fellas, go for it, baby. And I see that this game has gotten better at being able to detect when I should be unhittable, thanks to a finisher or a special move. So that's really nice. Because remember how, like, you always had to be really careful because you should be invulnerable when you're doing those special moves, but the game didn't always register you as being invulnerable? Well, now it does. So that's great. Because now I no longer have to worry about being accidentally murdered while I'm trying to murder something else. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Combat solves so little. It has ended this, however.
Oops. Oops. That's what I get for not paying attention. I was too busy looking over here to see if you had said anything noble, and I didn't even pay attention to the giant axe that was hurtling straight towards my face, neck, and chest. And it slapped me something but good. But at least I got a token for Velus's dead love. Oh, that's hurt. That pain. That hurts. That's pain. We find the shadow. Interesting. That's just his card. For becoming an arena champion, we gained the Crown of Scales, an item that we can now use, and Goblins training. I assume to get even better inside the pit.
That will do for a beginning.
Okay. Not too shabby. Back to caravan. Unfortunately, we didn't get the shadow shard from doing all the deliveries for the courier, but that will have to come on another endless adventure, I think. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that this is about a great place for us to go ahead and call it a night for the evening. We're just kind of 2 of us left, and this is a good place for us to wrap up anyway, because it's the end of the adventure, and if we started another one, it would probably be way too long into the night. But I have until, let's see, I am off. I'm not working again until a couple of days from now. So, like, let's see. I go back into work again on the 1st, next Thursday. So that should leave us with plenty of time to do a couple of fun streams between now and then. I'm thinking maybe nothing tomorrow, but definitely something extra in between now and next Thursday when I go back to work. Yeah, I'm thinking so. I'll have a lot of time for painting stuff, I'll have a lot of time for streaming, and I'll have a lot of time to have some fun here with you guys. So, yeah, that should be a good time to be had by all. Look forward to news on that on Twitter. You can find me at Tim Leftwich. Make sure you keep up with all the updates and all the news there is to know there. Make sure you go to youtube.com/Tim Leftwich, where I keep updating YouTube videos every so often. I'll try and release the VODs as soon as I get them uploaded. And then there's still more Mother Friendship coming out, and hopefully we can get another Monster Prom stream going soon. Yeah. Hopefully we'll see you right back here on Saturday. Same Tim time, same Tim channel. And as always, we'll see you next time. Bye.